When in Turkey for business or for leisure, there are many do's and don'ts you should follow to properly integrate with the culture. The first do in Turkey is dressing properly. When you are in the big cities like Istanbul, it's okay to dress however you like as a tourist. However, when you move to the outer parts of Turkey, it is suggested that you wear more formal clothing that covers up your body. This mainly goes for women, as it is suggested that in the outer parts they wear clothes that cover up their shoulders and knees. The second do is to be aware of the month of Ramadan. Ramadan is an Islamic religious event in which Muslims will not eat or drink from dawn to dusk. In terms of what you should do, you should not eat in the public during the day when Ramadan is in effect in order to be respectful of the culture. The next do is having etiquette during meals. When you are served food in Turkey, make sure you complete the whole meal, as it is seen as offensive if you do not. Also make sure you pay for the whole bill instead of splitting it, as it is seen as rude and makes you look like you do not care about the others you are eating with when you are in Turkey. During dining in business environments or when you are just experiencing Turkey for yourself, if someone invites you out for a meal, make sure you invite them out for a meal before you leave Turkey, as it is seen as a gesture of kindness. During greetings with other people, always shake hands when meeting someone regardless of if they are children or elders. Always shake hands with the elders first during meetings as well. It is also polite to exchange 2 kisses on the cheek with friends and relatives. When dressing as a male for business occasions, a suit and tie is typically the norm, but during the hot Turkish summer, a tie is not needed. For women, they are allowed to wear whatever they would like as long as it meets formal standards. In terms of the do's in business meetings, make sure you always bring a small gift during business meetings, as it is seen as polite. Also, always maintain eye contact during the meetings, as it conveys sincerity. Finally, act trustworthy and respectful, as Turkish people do business with people they trust. In terms of the don'ts, the biggest one is to not diss or make any ill-mannered comments about the founding father of the Republic of Turkey, Ataturk. He is very respected for his achievements, so any remarks about him are frowned upon. In addition to this, do not make any ill comments about the Turkish flag or military, as that is illegal. When in Turkey for business or leisure, there are many general don'ts you must follow. Firstly, you should not take any pictures of women wearing veils, as they find it very disrespectful. Secondly, you should not make any public displays of affection, as that is considered impolite in Turkey. Lastly, do not use your left hand when dining, as the left hand is considered to be unclean. The final general don't is to not drink alcohol on trains or buses, as that is a social taboo and is prohibited in Turkey. When in Turkey, it is very popular to go to different mosques, as they are very popular religious landmarks. However, there are many don'ts you must follow. Firstly, you should not go to a mosque on a Friday, as that is the day of worship. Secondly, do not speak too loudly in a mosque. And lastly, do not walk in front of someone who is still performing a prayer. The most significant business taboo in Turkey is not discussing Turkish political history with other Turkish businessmen or women, as they are very sensitive about these topics. An example includes not talking about the Turco-Kurdish relations, in which Turkey does not identify or categorize the Kurdish minority as a state. Turkey has a lot to offer in terms of entertainment. For traditional entertainment, there are many restaurants with folk music shows, oriental dance shows, and folk dancing festivals. There are many folk music shows in the Nevzat Alley on Istiklal Street, which is a very popular street in Istanbul. Another example includes going to the popular historical Kamhariye Tavern for great Turkish food and music. There are also many affordable restaurants in Kankaya for dinner and music shows, which are very traditional. Turkey also has many big festivals which occur during the summer months in big cities like Istanbul. The most popular festival is the Ahir Kapi Hidereles Festival, which is celebrated on May 6th every year. Locals will jump over a fire, as it is believed to cure sickness and prevent evil eye. Although hysterical, it is quite popular with tourists. Camel wrestling festivals are also very popular in Turkey. They are held in the Aegean region and have origins to the nomadic tribes. The local breeds of camels in Turkey are used to wrestle, and it is a very popular spectacle for tourists. Turkey has a very large variety of food. I will name the 3 main types of food you should have when you visit Turkey. The first type of food is called lahmacun, and is spicy minced lamb spread all over thin dough. It is rolled up with parsley and a squeeze of lemon and is very delicious. The next food is called simit and is sold everywhere in Turkey. It is a bready circle with sesame seeds and is crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. It is served fresh in vendors all over Turkey. The final type of food I will discuss is called manti and is a Turkish version of dumplings. It involves small pockets of minced meat doused in garlic yogurt topped with melted oil and mint or red chili flakes.